Wanted to quickly talk about the difference between a revocable living trust and a children's trust. A revocable living trust is basically a tool to avoid probate. Now, what is probate? Probate is a court supervised process where if you have a simple will, then your family will have to take that will, go down to the local probate court, and the judge would have to kind of certify that the will is authentic. And that's a process that can be time consuming, it could be expensive. There are several downsides to it. So people kind of choose a revocable living trust just to avoid court interference altogether. So a revocable living trust is basically a probate avoidance tool. On the other hand, a children's trust is basically a sub-trust that is in the revocable living trust. So let's say, you have two kids and you have a daughter and a son. You want to give them $1 million each. Well, the danger of just giving the money to them outright is that, they can make innocent mistakes. They can go through divorces. They may have to face creditors at some time in the future in their life. Life is unpredictable. You never know. So what you do is you basically give each child a tube of toothpaste, right? And that's how you need to think about the children's trust. And whatever toothpaste is inside the tube, so when you give it to them, you give them, two tubes of toothpaste, right? And whatever's inside them, that is protected. And whenever they need anything, whenever they need money, they can just kind of squeeze it out and use it. But whatever's inside that tube of toothpaste is always protected. So that's the major difference between a revocable living trust. A revocable living trust is a probate avoidance tool. On the other hand, a children's trust is basically, it's a shell in which you give assets to your kids so that you safeguard them from divorces and creditors.